Alafia. Greetings, everyone. Hear my CD in the back? Alafia. Well, one of the reasons that I wanted to go live, because as y'all know, I just finished my first, well, not my second, my third CD. One was the meditation for Yemonja and Oshun. Ooh, I can't stop dancing. And then this next one was, of course, on Obatala and my process. And it's totally about my life and how when people turned on me, Obatala had my back. And betrayal is part of the journey, you know, but you learn to, through forgiveness, you come forth. And so one of the things that I'm doing today is sharing with you about the fast. Hold on, I gotta turn it, see? So anyway, y'all know that for those of you who have been following me for years, I just thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for all of the love and the support that y'all have been giving me. And you know that every season I do a cleansing fast to kind of remove physical, emotional, spiritual stuff that just being alive causes us to drag. And so this is the time of the year for me to do my cleanse. Last year I did a almost 90-day cleanse, and out of it, boom, I produced a CD that you hear in the background about Obatala. And so that's why I'm going on this 60-day again, because many of you know that I've been writing this book for 8 years. So it's time for the book. And the book is about everything about me from before I was born, my path, my Odu, what makes me me. And the path as a priestess of Obatala and heading a very large following has with it a lot of ups and downs and growth for me and growth for my students. And I'm just being very transparent in my book, in as much as the book is about everything that I am from before I was born, everything that I've been through, from molestation to polygamy, to living a single life for many years, recognizing that my life is a gift. Because when y'all hear about me almost not being born, my life is a gift, and I have to acknowledge it. So I can't put the book on the back burner any longer. It's time to recognize that this is a gift of the Creator, that Obatala wants me to share my story so that many people will be empowered and know that there is recovery behind everything that you've been through, that you can see as some type of thing to just hold you in a space. Oh, Omo Batala, Omo Batala, Omo Batala, Omo Batala, Omo Batala, Omo Batala, Omo Batala. Okay, let me get back. So this is my opportunity to share with you the process that keeps me alive well, which is the fasting program that I have going. Let me turn this down. And so people have been asking me on Facebook when I said I'm going to go on this fast, because whenever I have to go through something big, be it I'm going to initiate someone or train someone in a very powerful way, I always go in a cleansing fast. The reason for that is so that I will really be realign myself with what it is my gift is, and the offer that Olodumare has allowed me to be, an expression of God known as Yeyefini, known as mother of truth, mother of whiteness, mother of purity, mother of cleansing, cleanliness. And so my life has to be transparent. And of course, I am far from perfect. I've made mistakes. I've done great things, not so great things. And so in my process of really reconnecting myself to who I know my divine self to be is a servant of the Most High, a servant of the Orisha, a servant of the ancestors. I always cleanse my body so that whenever I get to the point where I forget that or somehow I fall off, I get back on point. I get back to reconnecting and remembering and set my intentions even deeper. So for me, cleansing your cells, cleansing your body physically from stuff that you have inside that you did not digest, that is not that is now toxic, that need to be released. That's what I do. Is so I go into this deep cleansing. And so coming back from, I've been through a lot this year, from initiations in Africa that were, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother chapter of my life. Coming back from that and then going into the initiation and getting head orishas and doing misas and markings in Palo. And then last month, the initiation of 2 other students. I have been just torn everywhere. So my body just feels drained and pulled. And so now in my attempt to give God its manifestation and give Obatala what he's asking for is for me to finish this book on my life, to empower women, to empower men, to know that no matter what you go through in your life, there's always a way to reconnect to who you are and to know that you're not a victim. And so for me to keep there and to develop and, you know, maintain balance, I do this through the season, through prayers, bath, and, you know, just a healthy living. So for those of you who know me, know that I have a little small addiction to bread. Anything that is yeasty, that's me, and that's sugar on the down low. And so this is my time, my opportunity to share with you that I am in doing the cleanse again for 60 days as a process of bringing forth, downloading all of the information that Obatala wants me to put in this book. And the name of the book, of course, is what I'm going to hold that. It is about a shrine. So anyhow, so as the book is downloaded into my head, I've already started. I have like 5 chapters already on the book. And so it's just to kick myself in the butt and say, get out there and do this thing, Yeye, and stop procrastinating so that, you know, I can share my gifts with you. So for those of you who follow me on the fasting journey, which I put out, that I'm going to do it for 60 days. Many people have been emailing me or inboxing me or asking me out front, what is it that I do? How is the process? For me, I would suggest to you and recommend to you is to get my book, The Meaningful Monday. And if you do not have this Meaningful Monday, y lo tengo en español también, empezando los lunes. Lo tengo en español y en inglés también. And so it's both in English and in Spanish. And in the book, if you have not had the hard copy, and many people have had this book, it's been out now for about 5 years. And if you don't have the book now, you have it on download off of my website. You can get it, and it's, I think it's like $10 or something like that. And I don't even know the price really. But anyway, you can download it, and all of the information is there that y'all know I don't know how to be talking and doing this thing, so I'm just saying a lot here because people are asking me stuff. So anyway, so in this book, I go into great detail about explanation of fasting and cleansing. It's on page 4, when, why, what, how to fast. And I go on into the different fruit groups as to what to use. So if you have not gotten this book, go ahead and download it off of my website, yeyefini.com. And you can just look in there, books or products, I think it is, and just go get the book. Because you can find in there, not only do I have the fruit groups, the acid, the subacid, the sweets, then I give you a list of the menu that I follow. And I've been following this over 20 years. And my body already knows that it's time, so it just adjusts to it. And then we go on into the juicing recipes. I have the what to do in the morning, what to do in the lunchtime, and what to do during the evening, because you don't want to be drinking a lot of sweet juice in the evening and you're going to sleep. You want to drink your sweet juices in the morning. And so I go into an entire healing life products, which is a brother friend of mine, Heru. And you might want to find him on healingearthlifeproducts.com or .net, I think it is. He lives in Barbados and the US. And he was a contributor to this book. So in here we have how to cleanse, when to take, how to take your water, your liver flush, your colon digestive powder, your fresh fruits and vegetables, all of that. And so in this process, you'll be very, very clear to know exactly what you need to do for the cleanse. And the spiritual bath, how to take spiritual baths during the cleanse, how to do meditations. And we have them according to seasons. We have also spring cleansing, winter cleansing, how to recharge. So this is the book to go to find out exactly where are the and why are the menus, and what are the ingredients, and why I use the ingredients that I use, because it targets every organ of the body. Excuse me. And so in targeting the different parts of your body, there are certain things that are going to wake up in you doing the cleansing. The first thing that you need to do is, when you look in the book and see the things that you need to prepare, what you need to get, such as a tongue brush, you can use a spoon, but a brush for your body as well. Some of the things that are going to cause you fatigue, because when you're cleansing, you're really telling your spirit and your body and your mind that you're ready to shift the direction in which you're going. So it's just like you're shifting gears. You can't go from first gear in a car to third gear without causing some kind of a hiccup. So that's what's happening in your body when you're doing a cleanse, is that you're allowing your body to say, hey, holla, we want to shift gears now. And especially during the summer, it's so important because we have so many fresh fruits and vegetables, organic fruits and vegetables, to just go right into the bloodstream, right into the bloodstream. You want to start off with salads. I do a salad for 3 days. Green salads you want to do, and you can do a fruit salad as well, combining your different fruits and vegetables only and fruits only, depending on the time of day, your acid fruits, your hot fruits, and vegetables. And you want to start with salads for at least 3 days, because you're telling your body, hello, we're not having any carbs. Hello, we're not having any protein outside. We're not having any, processed foods. So your body has to shift and know, wow, okay, so we're going in a different direction here. And when you do that, what you're doing is allowing not only your stomach to shrink, but you're allowing yourself also to go in a meditative state, because your antennas are out. When you're fasting, the first 3 days, it's kind of rough, because your body is like, hey, I want some protein. Hey, I want some carbs. Hey, I want some flour. I want some gluten, and all of the things that we eat. And so in shutting it down, you're going to perhaps get headaches, and you get irritability, you get nervousness. Walk with your water, and always have your lemon in your water, because it makes it more alkaline. And so when you're doing your water, and you can do chlorophyll water as well. Drop some chlorophyll in there to just make sure that your cells are getting the energy and the nutrition that they need while you're shutting down. And so for the first 3 days, we do that. Then, of course, with the salads, you're making juices as well. In the book, we have every type of conceivable fruit and vegetable that you can use for a salad. And so in doing that, what you're doing is allowing your body to get used to the rhythm of, okay, now we're getting all of this clearly just juice. We're going to liquids, yay. So for me, by the 7th day or the 8th day, I am so zinged out that I have to calm myself down, because the energy that is coming from the universe and the toxins that have been released from me, I am now realigned. This is a very powerful and important time for us to meditate. Meditate in the morning, meditate in the mid-afternoon, just like right now we're doing this meditation of bringing the information, and then before you go to sleep. If you're doing a regular 9-to-5 job, make sure that you are taking with you 3-4 containers of juice, so that you can constantly be juicing. and drinking your water so that you don't get fatigued. Make sure that you're constantly. The biggest challenge during the fast is going to be you wanting to chew. That's the biggest thing. Also, your body is going to perhaps go into different manifestations of shutdown of the normal routine, which for me is my feet get very cold because my blood pressure drops. And so your feet get very cold. So that is the time for you to do massages. This is the time I do acupuncture. I have an acupuncture appointment today. This is the time that you really realign yourself. The second largest challenge is mentally. Mentally, you're always going to be bombarded with feeling, oh, I can't do this. Oh my God, I feel so nauseous. I'm dizzy. Maybe I'm going to eat. And then you speak with people who have never done a fast and have the advice to tell you to stop. That's not advice. That's just, they're not doing it. The thing to do is when you're going through the different aspects of what your body is going through, just talk to your body. Just say, you know, what is it that's going on here? You drink some water, you do a meditation, you go inside, and you ask your body will tell you. That's why my body knows that every time I'm getting ready to do something big, like I'm getting ready to write this book, finish this book, is I need to go down and lock down. And locking down doesn't mean I live in this cave. I lock down in terms of what it is I'm putting into my mind, my spirit. Decompress, disconnect yourself from television, from radio, from anything that's going to bombard you. So the first thing is going to be, you know, just making sure that, the third thing that you're going to do is make sure that you're supported and you have people around you that are supporting you. Get a friend who might be able to go with you on the cleanse so that they can prep the fruits and vegetables every other day, and then you can juice it or vice versa. This is something that if you do it with other people, it is so much easier than if you're doing it alone, because you need the emotional connection, the mental connection to what it is that you're doing. You're going to have to regroup yourself every day and know that you set your intention for what you want for the fast, what you want to accomplish it. For me, is to get cleansed, to be clear, to download all the information, to put in this book that's going to help men, women across the globe that have gone through things that I have experienced in my life. And I'm just sharing how is it that I made it through without ended up being in a padded cell or in jail. So that's what it is. So that it's to give hope, just like my music from my CD and Obatala, is to give us hope. Because when we are outside and looking at all that's going on, sometimes we get distracted and think that that's the real world, and that the negative things that is said and done and the painful things that we see are happening with our children who are being taken from their families and separated, and the crime that's happening in our community with our men, the violence that's happening in our community, the women who are disappearing and no one is making a big thing on Facebook. People are more interested in all kinds of sideline stuff. That stuff can take you to another level. It can take you to believing that you are part of this world of fear, and then you start reacting to it. So for me to get into knowing how can I change that is by going inside, cleansing out all of the stuff that perhaps could make me feel kind of disconnected and afraid and negative and sad and want to go out there and march or burn. I rather do it by going inside of myself, and within that, my spirit will tell me how am I going to be able to be an added solution to problems and situations that I see, challenges that I see happening in the world. I can decide if I'm going to donate money to the I forgot the fund that I'm sending money to, that is helping to relieve the children, to help them, to give their parents support, to give them food, to get them nurturing. I can decide to do that, or I can decide to do a public event where I go and support at the homeless shelter the children who are there, or who are just feeling so disconnected. There are so many ways that you can give, make a difference. But staying in a place of feeling that you're so overwhelmed that you just get drug into it, that doesn't make any sense to me, you know? So that was one of the reasons that I wanted to do the this live, is because Everyone is asking me, where's Yeyefini? Yeyefini is right now getting ready for the book. And I'm just asking y'all to send me some prayers, some encouragement, some light, because the book has paid chapters in it that covers everything that you could possibly go through, from coming from Latin America, being put in a class that you were considered not very bright, not able to keep up, graduating from high school 6 months later, just always in a struggle, because some of the people around me were saying, you'll never amount to anything. You don't have what it takes. You're not bright enough. You're not smart enough. You're not pretty enough. And so to overcome that is always to know that there is something bigger than me and something that's bigger than whoever's talking it. And for me, it was always, so you think I can't do this? I'm going to do it. How I was able to connect to it is always knowing that spirit was with me. Spirit was with me always. Whoever the spirit was, whether it was called Obatala, it was called Oshun, it was called the ancestors, I knew it was something that whenever I went through something, someone came and just drugged me out of it, or some inspiration came and some situation that was beating me down, and I felt like, you know what? This ain't me. I got better things to do. And so God made sure that I had children, and children were the biggest gift for me. That was the spirit of God saying, you have to have a reason for living, because I tried to commit suicide 3 times, you know? And so that's all in the book, because I felt that there was no way for me to survive what it is that I had been gone with, what I went through as a child. And the story is, you know, a story that all of us have gone through on one level or another. I've just survived it and thrived and took it to another level. And so my children, being the gift of God, ended up being the motivation that I needed to know that there's always something bigger than what is going on right now. Always something bigger than going right now. And to see my children thriving today, and to see them in a world where they're making a difference, I realized, wow, it was worth all that I went through, all of the pain and the suffering and the things that, you know, that we go through as human beings. Everybody has been through some stuff. What you do with it is the gift, is the gift, because every day the Creator gave us a gift. The biggest gift that we have this incarnation is to have a body. It's to have a flesh, to have something that we can use to take from point A to point B. Because in spirit, we can travel while we're sleeping, when we're doing meditation, when we're arguing, we can go outside of ourselves. But the one thing that we have as a gift is the ability to have a body, and the second is to have choice. So having a choice to do what it is that makes sense to you, to give you a sense of joy, that's the bottom line. The bottom line for me is always knowing that spirit got my back, or Batala got my back, or Shun, Yamanja, whatever the Orisha is, the energy, my ancestors got my back, because we come from a space where, as an African descended person, not knowing who your people are, but knowing today that you can make a difference to help others to find out who they are. That's my passion. That's the work that we do. So the cleansing, the detoxing starts with making sure that you know that you're going to have, when you're cleaning out, some of the things that you're going to find you're going to have to do is, of course, is when is it that you're supposed to do it? Whenever you feel congested from too much food, people, or activity, or just the change of seasons. And sometimes when our bodies want a lighter diet, more liquid, more exercise, and greater elimination than intake. The summertime, you're not eating as much. So this is a great time to do your cleansing. This is an awesome time to wash out all of the stuff that you put in during the winter months, dense food, and that this is a time to cleanse it out, to wash out your pipes and let it go. Some of the things that are going to be very important for you during this time is to rest, to get fresh air, to get sunshine, to get water, to get steam in the sauna, and to do skin brushing and your tongue brushing, and most of all, exercise. I'm in the gym 3 times a week, and the other 2 weeks I'm doing race walking. So my body is already attuned to the fact that I'm burning what it is that I'm putting in. So someone asked yesterday, that is this about weight, losing weight? It's not about losing weight. You may lose weight and you may not, depending on what you're doing, because I go to the gym and work out, so I'm creating muscle. My point is not about losing weight, but you may lose weight. If you don't want to lose weight, then expect that you may lose weight in the process, because the things that are going to give you more caloric things to burn is not being put into your system. And so in the skin brushing, it's because when you're detoxing the skin, that's the first place that all the toxins come out. So your skin is going to start feeling brittle and dry. And so by brushing upwards towards your heart, what you're doing is you're going to see the dead skin just flaking off of you. Brush everything towards your heart. That is important. Fresh air, you got to get outside. You got to go outside to get fresh air. And you have to get rest, because during the cleansing, you're going to feel tired or sleepy, because your body is going to a different level of digestion. And so the energy that you would use to keep you in a zen mode is not. So you have to make sure that you're drinking a lot of water, because you're flushing out all of the things. For me, it's very important for us to use some assistance. And so what I'm using, as I had it on my, I'm going to get it. Sorry, I should have had this here with me. I just got back from the gym. Just hold on 1 second. 1 segundo. And we're back. And so the thing that I use is New Body products. And you can go online. I had it up there. I'm going to put it in the link. These are the products that I use for deworming, for worm be gone. I also use No More Parasites, which is from my brother Heru, that was a contributor in my book that we spoke about earlier. And then we have the New Body 4 PG. And then we have also Freedom. These are herbs, natural herbs, such as alfalfa, kelp, dandelion root, capsium. Also, we use chamomile, cascara sagrada, chaparral, mullein, uva ursi. All of those are the kinds of herbs that you want to be feeding your cells while you're doing the cleanse. It's very, very important for you to also have some other stuff going in there, especially the parasites. Trust me, we get parasites because we're eating fruits and vegetables that's fresh. We get parasites if you eat meat. All of those things lay in the intestinal walls and the floor and the folds. And so that's what the No More Parasite or the Worm Be Gone. Let me show you the Worm Be Gone. These two, either I do think it's something at Whole Foods or that, but these are companies run by Black people who have done the work, the extensive work, and they come in capsules, which are easy. They're vegetarian, vegan capsules. And if you can't do the capsule, I just open it up sometime and just stick it in my juice. Just open it and put the powder in and mix it up. And so, because sometimes you don't feel like, dunking 5 pills at one time. And so when you're doing it, what you're doing is you're allowing those things like cascara sagrada and mullein and chaparral to go inside of those little folds in the intestine and bring and pull. It's like chewing gum, just pulling it off of the side, all of the toxins and the excess waste that gets folded up in there, and cleaning that bowel out. You want to get to the point where doing the fast that your what do I do with the book? Oh, I'm sitting on it. You want to get to the point where when you know that you're getting to some good stuff out of you that's still down in there, is when your poop starts floating. Your poop is going to start floating when you look in the bathroom and you see it floating, and it's not floating because of grease, but it's actually the feces is foaming. And that's why I love the No More Parasites and the Worm Be Gone, because that's what it does. It goes in there and pull all of those things out. So the heaviness that you may feel in your body sometimes is just unused product, and it's just sitting there. And so when you use these No More Parasite or the Worm Be Gone, it has cascara sagrada in it. So it's like a laxative, but it holds and it pulls the things out. The amount that it has in it It's not going to make you like run to the bathroom all the time, but you can cut back. But if you just want to use some of the things that you know can work for you, I'm not promoting these products as a sideline and all of that. I'm just saying, where in the world is Yeyefini? That's what I've used over the years, and it works for me. You could use any kind of laxative that you want the first couple of days to make sure that you're moving your bowels correctly out of the way, so that when you start doing the juicing and you start pulling down all of that liquid, that the liquid then is not just flushing out of you. Okay, I do not take vitamins during this time because I get it through the fruits and vegetables. Then we also have, during this time, I suggest and recommend that you do spiritual baths with plants to assist ourselves the act of cleansing spiritually. We are working in harmony with the will of God. Everything on earth is given to us to be used. The process required for our spiritual, physical, and emotional. So the spiritual baths that will participate in this cleansing is not just skin deep. We take spiritual baths to cleanse spiritual energies that may interfere with our auras. The spiritual bath is also a sign that we still believe in the ability of God and the universe to assist us in shifting. So we give an explanation of to take a shower or bath to remove your physical grime. When you take a spiritual bath, do not use soap, bath oils, or any other ingredients. Do not create baths unless you know what you're doing, as each recipe attracts certain energies. Open wounds of any kind, including surgical incisions, cannot be helped by physical baths. Bath cannot heal any condition that requires physical surgery. There are a number of baths recommended for physical healing, but they work to remove the spiritual cause of the sickness. After your tub has been cleansed, fill it with water and add the mixture. Soak for at least 10 to 15 minutes for best efficacy. Do not bathe with clothing. So I give a whole explanation of how to do the spiritual bath, what to do with the spiritual bath. When using a shower, wash the body with soap and water. After your final rinse, pour the mixture over the entire body from head to toe. Always pray for effectiveness, purpose, and intention. That is very important. Throughout your cleanse, you're going to be saying why you're doing the cleanse. Through your meditation, you're going to visualize what it is. For me, this cleanse, I'm going to visualize myself in front of large audiences doing my lecture and my book signing, because some of you know that I used to be on the lecture circuit back in the 90s while I was going to university campuses and that and doing lectures on Ifa religion and Yoruba culture and that kind of thing. But now I will have, and then I've done them with the book when the book came out about 6-7 years ago. I don't remember how long it is. But anyway, so my visualization, my intention is to bring forth the gift. Bring forth the gift that I have for the world to help to assist young men and women who are in a place where they need to have hope and to have clarity as to knowing that whatever is going on right now is not the sum total of your experience, but that you can do better and you have the will and you have the power and you have the strength because you are God. That's what it is about. So my intention and my meditation, my visualization is going to see myself in front of groups of people where I am actually on the podium like I used to, and see the lecture hall filled with people, standing ovation, people coming to get the book signed, and it's an autobiography writing, and people are going to be given the opportunity to ask questions, and I can go into different chapters in it to really ring true to the audience, because my prayer always before I start a lecture or a class is always that whatever I'm saying everything that I'm saying affect and have a cause, a beautiful connection to everyone that's in the audience. And so that's what my visualization will be for this cleanse, is for me to be able to accomplish the book, see the book, not get hung up with, oh, I need to go back and rewrite chapter 24. No. See the book completed, see me on the lecture circuit, see my name out front of the theater where I'm going in to do the lecture, or the lecture hall, see the people lining up to sign my book. That's my intention for this. Seeing people's energy, such as you that's listening to me and watching this, sending me prayer, seeing myself always in a place of calm and joy, and recognizing that through forgiveness and through self-acceptance, we're able to do the best that we can. And so that is what I will be doing in mine. So whatever your intention is for the cleansing, if it's to get a new job, don't worry about whether they got your resume or whether or not they're going to pick you. See yourself in a particular joyful place where you receive the letter of confirmation, be it through the internet or through written, that you are at the new place. If it's a relationship that you're working on, you see yourself walking, and it doesn't have to be a particular person. Just see yourself walking and feeling the energy of love in the place that you feel the most sacred, be it on a hilltop, be it on the water, be it sitting by the lake, be it in a romantic restaurant, whatever it is. See yourself with your mate, you and them walking down a lane or an avenue or a beach or the woods, and you're just walking, holding. If that's a relationship, if it's challenged with your children, see yourself and them going through, knowing the potential and the capacity that you have to be a loving parent, and know that they are your gifts. And when they come from a place that in that moment you don't recognize what is the gift that they're giving you, recognize that and see yourself. There's a particular meditation that I gave a couple days ago where you see you as the parent become the child of your child. And so if you're having challenges with your child, you have your child in your arms. I mean, you are the mother and your child has you in their arms. So you become the child and you're able to relate to them. And then the next day meditation, you flip it, and then you become, your mother becomes your mother, and vice versa. So that's what we're going, you can do if that's what you're aiming for. If it's health, see yourself being connected to all of the people or the technology or the healing modalities that's going to make you stand up again and be healthy and be in a place where you're smiling and you're happy. If it's chemo that you're going through, see your blood cells being cleansed. If it's something that you're going through where it's challenges with walking, see yourself walking, see yourself running. If it's challenges with addictions to anything, see yourself putting the addictive thing to your mouth and not having the feeling for it. Every time that it comes up, see the grimace on your face that you no longer want it. This is a very powerful time for all of us. This is a time where you can do everything that you want to do to reconnect and realign yourself with the summer, with your life. I'm reconnecting to this book that I'm hoping that y'all will support. I'm thankful for each and every one of you who have supported my CD. Thank you so much. And the process of this was, it came to birthing while I was doing a 90-day fast with juice. And it was amazing the way that it came together. And it's just a place of happiness and joy. So please, it is a very good CD. You can dance in the club with it. You can play it when you're on your pump you up in the work. When someone has done something that you want to give them the middle finger, you can listen to it and say, you know what, I'm about to leg on my back. So in doing so, you're remembering that you have all that it takes. As I said, everything that you want is in here in this book. So download it off of my website. Just go to yeyefini.com and you can find the book, and you can find exactly what it is, the juices that I'm going to put up, the system that I'm using, what I'm going to use, how that you change some of the things that's going to be happening in your body. All of it is in here. Along with, this book was actually a book that it gives you every day. There is a word of inspiration, and I just share things that I have been through a particular day. And the book started on Facebook back in the day, and from it I took the things that I had been saying and just made sure that I put them, that every day, this Meaningful Mondays, every Monday you have an inspiration that I have been through with myself, my children, all of the things that I've been through. And so in it, every day, we have a new chapter that you can write. And then we have proverbial inspirations. inspirations that I have from Merin de Logun as well as from the Bible. And then I have a cleansing bath for you for once a week. So the book is a really go-to book that I sold many, 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 many copies. And so with it, it makes me very happy and very proud that people always call me and write me and tell me, oh, I still have your book and I use it. And this is a chapter on forgiving your parents, the importance of it. And in it, we have the proverbs for it and the cleansing ritual for it to get to a place of not feeling that you're a victim and you hold your parents are acting. All of us been through stuff. Nobody came out of their mother's womb with a book of explanation. Why do people cheat? You know, in relationships, there's proverbs for it, cleansing baths for it, as well as incense and different things, flower baths for you to do it, as well as how to cleanse your house of energy that you know that you've been cheated on. It's just all types. It's a very good book. And the importance of falling in love with yourself. Why it's important falling in love with yourself. All of these things you can use during the class. Y también lo tengo en español. Empezando los lunes, desarrollando y manteniendo el equilibrio y el balance de la vida durante las estaciones del año, con oraciones, baños espirituales y viviendo saludamente. So that's the same thing that it's saying, developing and maintaining balance through the seasons with prayer, bath, and healing, healthful living. So the book is actually in 4 seasons. You have it in spring, fall, winter, and so you have the juices for each season, you have the inspirations for each season, you have the baths for each season. So this should be like your little Bible, your little go-to stuff. And so with that, and with the CD, you can make it through your cleansing fast. The juices that I'm going to be putting up every day come directly out of the book. If you have the book, you can go ahead and make your juices 2-3 times, 2 or 3 days in advance. I prefer to do my juices every day because the enzymes from the juice, from the vegetables and the fruits are fresh and it goes directly into the bloodstream. But if you have to go to work and that kind of thing, you could do it in 2 days. You can do my refrigerator right now. I have like 3 different juices that I made up the other day. And so I'm able to not feel hungry and say, oh God, let me go grab some chips. Let me grab something because I'm out and make an excuse. I always have my juice right there. So that's the thing that you're doing. And the beauty of it is that at first you're going to be drinking a lot of juice because your body is shrinking. But as you go along with the different days that you go, your body's going to be shrinking. So you're going to require less amount of the glow. You'll have a little bit, your body will get energized. You drink your water, you get some chlorophyll, and you do. One of the things that I carry with me too is I always carry like warm water in a thermos, or either there are these little vegetable bouillon cubes that don't have any salt, and I boil it and put it in there and I sip it whenever I feel like I need to chew or I need to eat. Isn't it psychological? The mind is a terrible thing to waste. And so I sip it, and in the sipping of it, it's causing me to shift the energy of feeling like I'm hungry. So you keep doing your juices, have your little tricks, but do not, the longer you stay off of chewing, the easier it's going to be for you to shift gears into the juicing. You can go many, many months with just doing juice. My brother, one of my teachers, Aris Latam, who was such a beautiful addition to my understanding as to the power of juicing. He's doing one, he does it every year. And we grew up together. Iris and I, we go way back from high school, we were friends. And so our Panamanianship, hola, is he does it every year for his birthday according to the year that he is. So he's gonna be 71, and so he's doing it for 71 days. So he's just amazing with the energy level that he has to do his yoga and all of that good stuff. And so the longer that you stay off of the chewing, the more you know that you're doing your meditation, you're going out in nature, the more that you're aligning with friends who are supportive of you, the longer that you're able to acknowledge that you're doing this for a bigger reason than losing weight, knowing that at the end of it, you are going to be lighter, brighter, wiser, because stuff is going to be coming down the universe. Because when our body is light, the universe just starts coming into us. Whatever we want to call it, the Orishas, the ancestors, God, Olodumare, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, whoever, they're all energy fields and different expressions of the divine. So when you are fasting, you feel so light that your energy level. And if you do it for a number of times, like let's say this is your first time, you might find yourself feeling like that. Again, drink your water, go into meditation, visualization. See yourself doing that very thing that you want, the man you want, the job you want, the book you're writing, the health that you're receiving. Go into that whenever you feel kind of like that. Drink your water, calm yourself down, drink some more juice, speak truth to yourself, and journal. Write down what's going on. Write down what's going on. After you've been doing fasting for a while, you kind of know what your trigger day is. Mine for me is the 6th or 7th day. I just go like, bam, and I'm off. I have to calm myself back because I go like, ooh, not energy-wise, but mentally, I am just everywhere. And I just downloading stuff. So I'm just have to be writing and really be in a place of gratitude and just receiving all of the stuff so that I don't lose the opportunity to really connect to the gift that is being given to me. So I just wanted to take this time to just thank y'all for coming out to my Empezando los Lunes, Meaningful Mondays, appreciation of the book, appreciation of the menu, appreciation of the work that was put into it and the people who collaborated with me. And of course, thanking you for, please go and upload my music. It is amazing for a woman my age to put this out. It was, I think it was cool. It was cool because it's about just knowing that no matter what happens, at whatever age you are, Batala got your back. Don't let the haters hate. Don't let them hate on you. You know, the King of White Cloth, compassion and love. Obatala Shrine, ringing my bell. I'm all in white, feeling all right. So tell me where in the world, Yeyefini doing tonight. What I'm doing is empowering the people to empower themselves and use this empowerment to change the world. That is the motto of Yeyefini.com. Balanced living. Thank you again. I don't know how to answer questions and stuff. I see people asking me, saying hello, but no one has asked any questions. All I said was I laugh here because I don't know how to do all this stuff here. So anyway, if somebody put 6 comments and see people have comments. I don't know how to do this stuff. Anyway, I'm going to put the names of some of the products that I talked about here. And please feel free to go to Yeyefini.com to get your book. I'm not a millennial person, so I don't know all of this kind of stuff, how to do stuff that turn to the fingers. So have a blessed day. Go out there, cleanse out your intestines, cleanse out your bowels. Share this video with your friends. I'm going to try to see if I can put it on YouTube. Somebody will help me. And just know that Obatala got your back. Spirit got your back. Food is your friend. Food is your friend. So during the time that you're doing this cleanse, I will probably come on and do some other little videos and to encourage and to help and to get support from y'all. So please inbox me, email me, and let me know how you're doing. If you need some more insight, if you need some hand holding. I know I may need some hand holding because sometimes I may feel like, oh, I need somebody to send a vibe for me, give me some Reiki, and send me some good stuff. So thank you so much, everybody, for helping me out over the years. Please purchase my Obatala CD, put it on. My granddaughter just downloaded it on her CD and shared it with her friends. So, and she's 14, so they thought it was cool. So it must be cool because they could dance with it, right? So thank you so much again for just asking, where in the world is Yeyefini? Yeyefini is trying to come from who Yeyefini was before I was Yeyefini to where I am today, which I know that I'm supported by wonderful, loving people who have always been there for me, such as you. I see here Richard Brooks, Precious, Mary, Risbrook, Josephine Omilade Maldonado, Katina Perkins, Deidre Napoleon, Yvette, Colón Melendez, Adenike Batiste, Pac Enzo Tej, April Cohen, all kinds of people who have supported me over the years. So that's just my way of giving shout out because y'all know I don't know how to talk into this thing. So thank you again. Y'all have a fabulous, great day and share this video with your friends that may want to do this cleansing fast. This is the time to get rid of all of the poo-poo that's making us go cuckoo and thinking that what's going on outside is real, and it ain't. Odavo, have a blessed day. If you end this video, live video, you'll be able to choose if you want to say it. Okay.